Hello, fellow listeners. This is the Horrormongers, again using Monger Vision.
I was going to say, you're looking at the microphone. I thought you forgot we had the camera over there.
Wait, the camera's in the microphone?
So these three dummies
I get it.
reviewed a movie on a doll.
Yeah, it's about a sex doll.
It's about a sex doll.
Yes.
So today's episode will be on the movie, mainly focusing, and this is kind of our new format. We do want to mention this. We're focusing on one movie this time.
Oh, we never.
So let's see. We never really kind of talked about it. We do on our Facebook and Twitter that no one really reads.
Everyone's just not finding out.
Yeah. So one movie. Let's see how that goes. We're gonna do news, not nudes. Movie, and we have a small little segment we like to do at the end. It's usually something random and crazy. Always
stupid.
Good. Always good. For those of you who don't know, I'm Zach, the most important member.
I'm Matt, the second most important member.
I'm Brad.
Not
And
important
this,
at all.
This is Boner right here.
Yeah, Boner.
Boner!
He's our mascot.
Yes.
And he likes rum, apparently.
Yeah, you drink that whole bottle.
You're fired.
Rum. Or
What?
nothing.
So, again, the movie we watched was Dead Silence. And
Yes.
This is in the dummy genre, which
Yes.
I guess it's its own genre if you think about it. You got The Boy, you got Dead Silence, you got Chucky, you got Puppet Master 1 through 3000.
It's words are dumb to me. Possess dolls. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Still, it's its own genre. I mean, all dolls are. I mean, a regular doll.
We're gonna say all dolls are possessed.
Yes. I'm gonna get to that.
All of them.
Dolls are always creepy.
Well,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
That's why it's a good genre.
It is.
Well, to an extent. Some of them are good.
So anyway, we're gonna kick things off this episode with a segment we like to call News, Not News.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, does anyone want to go? We really should.
Theme song play now.
Yeah, we should have that as a.
We don't need it now.
Like a little graphic and a little song.
That's later. That's
All
down the
right.
road. All right, anyone want to go first? You want me to start my rant? Because I'm
I
starting with
think
the rant.
I think we
Oh,
should all go
God.
through actual news before you start your rant.
Sorry. Okay.
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 There's a rant coming.
Yes. I'll start.
All right.
Toxic Avengers getting a reboot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
a reboot. Is it done by Troma?
No,
Oh.
but Lloyd
Really?
Kaufman and Michael Hers are going to be producing it.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they at least have a say in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
going to be
know.
directed by someone named Megan Blair,
Ooh.
who did
Oh, here it comes.
a straight to Netflix.
Oh, of course.
Ooh, sounds great.
Yeah. Already off on a great start.
Don't feel at home in this world anymore.
Never heard of it, so you know it's a good
I
movie.
never saw it. I seen it on my queue, but that's
I've
about
heard
it.
of Velvet Buzzsaw, but I've never heard of this movie. I should
Yeah.
tell you, it's probably not a great movie. But don't worry. She's doing a very important film to me, Toxic Avenger, so I'm sure I'm not going to hate her as much as some other man that rhymes a schmeal. So Toxic Avenger reboot. What do
Toxic
you think?
Avenger
All
reboot.
right, Brad, what do you think about
I'm not excited
I
about
don't
it.
know why you would reboot that kind of film.
Yeah, and just make another sequel. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
goofy. It's not meant to be like a...
Toxic Avenger, what, like 5?
Are they trying to make it a series film?
Well,
I don't know.
would you
There's
reboot?
not- there's
Why
not
wouldn't
much
you just keep going.
News
Yeah.
about it.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 'Cause, I mean, they made, 4 of them now?
Yeah, 4.
Citizen Toxic.
Yeah, and that came out,
It's-
I don't know, maybe
Somewhat
10 years ago, something like that.
it's somewhat recent.
Yeah, I agree with you. They should just come out with another.
Toxic Avenger. Why
yeah.
reboot the whole thing? I mean,
I mean, that's the thing now. It's either reboots, sequels. There's nothing.
yeah.
People can't come up with their own damn stories anymore.
No, they really
not
can't.
anymore.
All right, what do you think, Matt? You for or against?
I'm kind of for it. Just to see that, just because Lloyd Kaufman is going to be producing it, I'll watch it, but I don't think it'll be as good as, the original series.
Yep, I obviously I agree. I'm not a fan of reboots in general. I think it's like intellectual. What do you call that? Creatively bankrupt. You know, when you come up with a reboot, remake, it's like, oh, we have nothing to do, so let's go ahead and do something we've already done 6 times.
Yeah.
Retell the story, and yet it'll be worse. There's no way. I mean, you can't capture the camp of the first Toxic Avenger.
Mm.
You just can't.
And Troma is like the top tier campy production company.
Yeah.
So if they stray away from that with one of their movies, I don't understand how
anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that Coffin's working on like a Troma film, but it's not part of Troma.
Yeah.
That kind of blows my mind.
I'll still watch it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm a sheep.
I mean, it's not going to come to like theaters or anything.
Yeah. All right, Brad, do you have any?
Yeah. I mean, this one wasn't horror, but I did want to announce this one. Well, the trailer for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood dropped.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, the next Quentin Tarantino film.
It's
got Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. One, I think Leo plays an actor.
Uh-huh.
And Brad Pitt is his stunt double.
Sounds really boring so
I think
far.
that's the way it is.
Okay. So how does it?
It looks pretty funny.
Oh, it looks funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a Tarantino movie.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not funny,
Doesn't look action packed or anything.
I mean, from that trailer, I don't think so.
I'm not gonna.
I'd have to rewatch it.
My respect for Tarantino has been kind of dwindling late.
Hateful Eight was eh.
It was eh. And
I liked Hateful Eight.
I did like Django Unchained, but it doesn't hold up on rewatches.
Really?
Yeah, not for me. Like when I first watched it, I was like, oh yeah, that was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I rewatched it, I'm like, I don't know. Like other Tarantino movies, they hold up better on rewatches, you know? Like Pulp Fiction, because it's more dialogue driven. I'm not saying Django Unchained isn't dialogue driven, but it's just not as much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like Django Unchained. I thought it was great.
I love Django.
I just don't know if it's a movie. It's one of those movies I think you can't really rewatch.
Yeah.
Maybe if I watch, maybe it's a movie you rewatch after you forget almost everything about it, and then you go watch it again. Maybe it's better then.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Tarantino. Yeah.
I mean, his last really good movie I thought was Kill Bill.
Jesus. Yeah. It's 2004.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's been a
I mean,
while.
I like the other ones since, but it's like I don't think they're as good as Kill Bill.
Yeah. You're talking about Volume 1, right?
Yeah.
Volume 2 wasn't bad, but I didn't like the ending of Volume 2. The whole 5-finger punch, and then they start singing Bad Company.
Oh yeah, when she's in the coffin.
No, that's the 1-inch punch. I'm talking about the very end, how they take care of Bill. Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he like shits his pants.
She's like, you take 5 steps and you'll die. He's like, I'll take 5 and fart. Or shit.
I forgot about that. Like, it was a pretty quick death.
Yeah, it was just kind of lame. You're like hoping for, because like he was dead by the time before they started talking, right? Because if I remember correctly, she does that, then they have like a conversation.
Yeah, because he had to get up and walk, take like a few steps.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. It was just anticlimactic.
But he.
I mean, compared to the silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Remember that fight in Kill Bill 1?
Yeah.
Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah.
They both like repeating the line was random.
My favorite scene was her versus the Crazy 88.
Which one was that one?
In Kill Bill 1.
Which person? I can't remember. I don't know how to go with name.
The Bride.
I know the Bride.
Uma
Who's
Thurman.
88?
The Crazy 88. It's the 88 like assassins or whatever the fuck they were.
God
damn it!
You killed Boner. You killed my boner.
Leave it to Brad to kill a boner.
No, you remember the whole scene. She's in her jumpsuit
yeah.
and she's slaughtering the whole.
That's right before Lucy Liu.
Yeah. She goes through all them.
Oh, boner.
And then she goes through like the mini bosses,
Actually,
like the schoolgirl with the little swingy thing.
Yeah, I think that's what kicks off the Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids. Kicks that whole battle off.
No, it could be.
It's been like 10 years since I've seen it. So
yeah.
Okay, we'll go to me. I got news on Godzilla. The director of the Godzilla sequel. There's a sequel now. Talking about the sequel to like the 2014 film.
The one with Bryan Cranston?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's a new day. The director has said this about the new Godzilla. He said that it will be more akin to a horror film than a monster film.
Really?
Oh.
So I really want some
it'd be pretty good.
Cloverfield vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like I want like more from like the helplessness. I don't want soldiers being hell yeah and shooting. I want like the citizens being helpless as these monsters are destroying. Like you're seeing this battle. Yeah, it's cool. I want them to be the kind of like Cloverfield, like you're running for their lives. I'm not saying like cam, shaky cam.
Mm.
I'm saying I want that.
Yeah, that kind of made me a little sick.
But I kind of want something like that. I'm not talking like POV, point of view, but I want like somewhere like this that focuses more on the helpless citizens rather than the army guys.
POV's really only good in like one genre.
Horror. Oh.
Porn.
Gay porn. I mean porn.
Speaking of gay porn,
Yeah, my favorite is I like the POV from the girl. Right? You want to see her point of view.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. With
Speaking of porn,
I'll say,
What
speaking
are
of
you
gay
looking
porn, we
at?
got a fun segment for later.
yeah, it's definitely porn.
No, but that's not my other news.
yeah, what's your other news article?
Terrifier is going to be released on VHS
Uh-oh.
on Friday, March 29th.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But were you surprised how many people at Horror Hound, which we did go to? I think are we gonna kick something out?
Oh, yeah,
later?
we should probably mention that.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna kick
We're
a
gonna
video.
splice the videos
We
together.
got a video with a lot of B-roll footage
Yeah.
and stuff. And are we gonna comment over it or anything?
I think so.
We'll have something out on Horror
Yeah.
Hound because we went to it's a horror convention. If you don't know, we the past 2 years.
If you don't know, stop watching.
Yeah. We've gone to everyone. We're gonna try to go to the indie one again.
Possibly, yeah.
We'll see. Who's
I've also been looking at Scarefest in Lexington, so it's only a
Scarefest
couple
sounds
hours
good,
away.
'cause
I would like to do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror Hound.
Scarefest, Sam Raimi's going to be at Scarefest.
Ooh.
No, Ted Raimi's going to be there.
Oh.
Sure.
No, yeah, it's Ted Raimi, but Bruce Campbell's going to be there.
Oh, well,
Ted Raimi.
You got both of them.
Yeah.
You got
No,
Ted
I don't
Raimi?
have Ted Raimi. I'd love to get him because
Yeah,
he
sorry.
played.
Wait, you said you already got Sam Raimi?
Oh, damn! What's the character's name?
I don't know what they call him.
The
Deadite though, and the basement.
The big girl.
Um,
Marge. Is
yeah,
that it?
yeah. So that's
yeah, it
pretty-
was those two. The guy that played the kid in Chucky, what was his name? Andy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Ted Raimi.
So we might.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sam Raimi's not going to go to these things.
I actually like to go to that.
I think
because
he feels like he's too good.
He's too
for it.
big for his head.
After like 4 of these, we've kind of seen every single booth there is. And it's like we kind of fly through it now.
Yeah.
We've already seen it.
Mhm. It would be nice to get a little bit of a.
But going back to
different,
what I was saying, I was surprised on Terrifier how many people really. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be because we said this is like one of our favorite movies, but we're not alone.
yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people were up on Terrifier at Horror Hound.
There was probably a handful of people dressed up as art.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
hearing top people
there was
talk
a couple.
about it. Like someone goes, "Oh my god, you see Terrifier?" Like they had like the video, like not VHS, but like DVDs, and like people are really pumped for it.
Where were those?
Well, I don't know. That's all. I said I heard people say it, and I wasn't there.
Damn it! Well, I think they just released it on Blu-ray.
I think they were talking about something like that.
Yeah, and I really want to
get.
get that because it's got a bunch of special features I'd like to
But yeah,
see.
again, this is like probably our 10th time out of 15 episodes. Watch Terrifier, you sons
Yeah,
of bitches.
I think it's still on Netflix, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't
I can
think
look
they
it
got
up.
rid of it yet.
Anyway, so it's coming on VHS. Huh?
It's coming on VHS on Friday.
Yep, it's still on Netflix.
I bet it's gonna be like $50 because for
Yeah,
some reason
probably.
they have to charge more for
Yeah.
out antiquated.
What for the Blu-ray?
No VHS.
But apparently there's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be
probably.
a couple different covers for it.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you said there was that one movie that you were trying to get that costs almost $200 on VHS.
Oh, Begotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, Begotten's
Jesus.
like $200 on VHS.
Jesus. All right, you got any other news?
Yeah, a couple of short ones.
Cool.
They're releasing a movie or a show. I think it's on Netflix called Black Summer. It's a new zombie show.
Wait, on Netflix?
Yeah, they say it's better than Walking Dead.
That doesn't. We talking about season 1.
That's what
or
I
we talking
was
about-
wondering. I'm like, Walking
Walking
Dead
Dead
now?
or-
or 1972.
I don't know. It looked interesting. Honestly, the trailer looked
Yeah.
but they talked themselves up pretty big. So I don't know.
So it's called Black Summer.
Black
When
Summer.
is it coming out? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's
I didn't write these
out.
details
Yeah,
down.
that's great. No, I would totally. I don't know. I kind of want to. I want to do an episode in the future. We've talked about this.
April 11th
Ooh, that's not far.
on Netflix. So
Month's
yeah,
coming soon.
they're gonna release a whole bunch of episodes at once.
I'm pretty pumped
Oh, it's
for
just
that.
2 episodes.
So I'm not as
2
pumped about
episodes.
that. Not
And
as
then
pumped
season
about
2 comes out in
Yeah.
5 years.
that. 2 20-minute episodes.
I mean,
They fucking would. Oh, did you
I
guys
wonder-
see that
I wonder if
Netflix
they're
is raising
movie
their
length.
prices?
Again.
I heard
I
something
mean,
about
I just
that.
got like a notification on mine just recently saying they're going to raise it.
So this show's closing down because without Netflix.
I guess we'll just have to go back to downloading movies legally.
Legally.
We're still waiting for our sponsor from Shudder.
Yeah. Also that sponsor from Russia where I stream my videos. That's the best way to stream is from Russia. All I gotta do is go through some ads that say about Trump as our Lord and Savior and about how Hillary is going to jail and all this. And after I get to that ad, I get to the Russian website and they have Putin naked, and then I click on his penis and it goes to the video. That's all. I like it. The Russian website's great, and that's why I love Trump.
It looks like there's going to be 8 episodes.
Okay. So there's gonna release 2, probably a week or something like that. I know some streaming.
No,
sites
it's all 8 are coming out on April 11th.
Right, because I know some streaming sites will do that. Like I think Hulu.
Hulu does that. They'll like stagger
One a
their
week or
episodes. Yeah.
whatever.
No, Netflix is like we know you like to binge. Here it is all at once, and then you watch it all at once, and you're like, well, I gotta wait another year for the next season.
Yeah, it's like after you're done,
You binge and then you
you
binge.
see what you've done. You've seen the yuck. And you're like, I don't want any of this.
I'm just going to say that it's going to end on a major cliffhanger and everyone's going to be pissed.
Probably.
Yeah, the guy still has season 2.
I mean, it's zombies and shit,
Yeah,
so it's like, oh, who's gonna die?
Is Carl going
You
to
know
be
what's
in it?
funny? Like we had zombie fatigue, but I think Walking Dead killed the genre so much that's ready for a resurrection. Like I'm ready for zombies again because I've not watched Walking Dead in like years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I gave up.
We should do a zombie episode.
Oh, we have lots of episode ideas.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
I want to do Castle Rock eventually, since we've been
That'd
reading
be
so
cool.
much fucking Stephen King.
Yeah.
Which, stay tuned, in our next literary society.
Have you guys started at that yet?
No.
Which one?
Shining.
The Shining. I
Spoilers.
plan to this week.
Next episode. Not next episode. Next
In
literary
the future,
society
yeah.
episode will be on The Shining. So start reading now.
I got another short piece. I just found out they're making another Friday the
piece.
13th movie.
Wait, what now?
Making another one?
Friday the 13th Vengeance.
Which
It's a fan-made movie.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was funded on Kickstarter.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say that they're already doing a Friday 13th with Robert Englund? And then they're doing another one?
With Robert Englund.
Yeah.
Why would Robert Englund be on?
Oh, fuck.
Do
Edit.
you mean Freddie vs.
Edit.
Jason?
No.
Edit.
No,
Edit.
you need to see this. Who's Nev Campbell?
Yeah, Nev Campbell's going to be in the next
Yeah.
episode.
I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go kill
In
myself.
the next movie. No, apparently it was a Kickstarter funded.
I know because remember, we
really?
talked
yeah.
about this. There's some rights issue with the Friday the 13th movie. Like I think it's the original writer versus the original director. They've been arguing over. I don't know if I have not caught up since like the summer over the drama. There's some drama. That's why there hasn't been a new Friday the 13th anything.
Mm.
And that's why that game that you bought.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they stopped. Like
Yeah, they stopped all,
because they
like,
couldn't. Like
Yeah.
because there's a lawsuit.
yeah, they wouldn't make any updates on it.
Yeah, because a lawsuit.
But it was such a great game. If they could only update the fucking thing.
Yeah. We might do an because I own that. Maybe we'll do an episode like on that.
On that game.
Yeah,
Friday
just
13th game?
YouTube.
Well, here's the
video
thing.
it,
The
us
only
playing.
way you can play it would have to be with a group of friends.
Yeah, obviously.
Because one of the big things that I had a problem with is there's no host transfer. Because so as soon as if the host backs out of the game, the whole game's over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't transfer the host, and I'm like, well, we just played this for 20 minutes and with no end.
I'll also post because I know you guys don't watch this anyway. But when I post a video, when we make a post on, I'll ask after your feedback if I can remember. Like, would you want to see us like play some horror video games? We are gonna do horror board games soon, so stay tuned for that.
Oh,
We're
like Dead by Daylight.
yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
Dead by Daylight, or we can do
Betrayal on.
well,
Well,
we're
that's a board game.
we're gonna
Though.
do
We're
board
talking about
games.
video games.
Oh, video games.
Yeah, we plan on doing board games.
yeah, we're gonna do one that has Brad in it.
What?
The Tower one. You're in it. The board game.
Oh yeah, Escape the Dark Castle.
Yeah, Castle.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am
you're
a
in it.
character in the game.
So stay tuned for that. We're going to start doing more stuff, obviously, because our podcast is tanking.
Yeah, no one listens to us. If you got this far, thank you very much for listening to us.
I've got one more short
God, you
little
and your
thing.
news. I told you to look up news, and you do it.
Might as well just get naked. Might as well just do nudes.
I saw this brief article. It said Chucky voice actor might be played by an A-list actor.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Brad
That's
Dourif.
right.
So yeah, I was automatically like, they're not going to choose Brad Dourif or
Are you talking about the show or
to play Chucky in the reboot.
the reboot? Because
Yeah.
isn't there a series they're trying to do too, a TV series?
I don't know. I think they're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
I think we had this discussion already.
Yeah, we did.
They need to continue the franchise.
We want to see what
at
happens.
hand instead of doing all this other crap. Like,
yeah. Plus, if it's not Brad Dourif,
yeah. Well, what's the point?
Yeah.
I feel like this is already going to be a bust. Like, it doesn't seem like people are too thrilled with the reboot.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I mean,
could be worse. It could be Us.
Oh yes. On to
the rant.
Oh, is this the rant? Wait. Do you have any more news?
I got nothing else.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear this.
All right.
So when I was looking up news, I was like, we gotta get some news. I was going through nudes, so I'm like, okay, time to get some news. And I was looking up news, and it was dominated by the masterpiece. You can see me do this now because it's on video. The masterpiece, Us, written by Jordan fucking Keegan fucking Peele.
Keegan?
That's a lot of fucking.
That's the other guy.
I don't know his name.
It's Jordan Peele.
Fuck Jordan Peele, man. Stop saying his name.
Jordan Peele?
He did, for those of you who don't know, Get Out.
Zach's favorite movie.
I've had a hot take on. My hot take is this. It's shit. I'm not saying the movie itself is shit. I'm saying that if you like it, you're shit. I don't like the movie. It's not a horror movie. And if you want to debate that it's a horror movie, good luck. It's a political movie, and that's fine. But don't tell me it's a horror movie. You tell me it's a political drama of satire, not a horror movie. So he's trying to like paint a coat of paint on this, and I have a feeling Us, which the critics are lapping it up, saying it's the greatest horror movie of all times. I have a feeling it's gonna be just like Get Out, like it's just a different coat of paint. Because I think Peele is a one-note director, and I hope I'm wrong. Because we are gonna watch this, and we might have a future video episode where I'll tell you how I feel. Because I'm gonna give him another chance. So many people love this director. I loved him on I didn't love him on Key and Peele. I mean, they're very hit or miss, but I liked him on Key and Peele. I just think he should stay in his lane, which is not horror movies. Now, you don't see me going out and making pornos yet.
Well,
we still got to get funded for that.
Don't forget during the 80s, I did do a stint. But, So anyway, it's dominated the news. Like, I had like pages upon pages about Us. Like, that's all they were talking about. Like, they're lapping it up. It's like,
really? Someone claimed it was the greatest horror movie ever made.
No, Jordan Peele, you are a monster. You are ruining.
We should get him as a host.
Yeah, Jordan Peele's blind Nev Campbell. I do not like Jordan Peele. We should get him. I like to yell at him, make him feel bad about what he's done to me. Like, if you ever find me dead, there's gonna be a suicide note. It's gonna be talking about Jordan Peele and how his terrible movies drove me to do it. I don't hate the man. I can't hate the man. I dislike what he is doing to the genre. Because you're gonna see copycats.
There's a lot of people that shit on the genre.
You're gonna see what he's gonna do. You're gonna see there's gonna be copycats, and it's not. And then horror movies are gonna be worse than they already are. Anyway, I kept it in. I reined it in. Like, you can tell, like, I was burst. Like, I would have like thrown a fit. No.
Because Dennis is masturbating.
Jordan Peele likes that. All right.
I found something interesting.
Okay.
I got bored of you talking, so I looked up things.
Par for the course.
Patrick Heck Bryce, the director of Creep 2, apparently just came out with a new movie this year.
Creep 3?
No, it's called Corporate Animals, and it's a horror comedy.
See, I don't know. They say the word horror comedy, not horror, like a certain other Peele-y person I know.
Well, it just came out late January, so I want to look into that.
I'll take a look at that. Creep was a pretty good movie. I like Creep.
Yeah,
Creep 2 was good. Creep 2 was, I think, better. I don't know if it was better. Creep 2 was...
It was a little different.
Different. I liked it just as much as Creep 1.
Yeah. I mean, it was the same, but different.
The same, but different. That's a good way to put it.
God, I have a way with words.
You really do. You are an amazing
You're a
man.
master.
All right. Are we done with the news then? Are we going to get on to
I got nothing.
The main subject?
I'm just trying to search on who claimed it to us to be the greatest horror film.
Now, when you find it, yell at them.
All right, so moving on to Dead Silence.
Yeah, I'm done looking.
So I've not told these fellows. I don't think none of us have talked about like what we felt, how we felt about this movie.
Not yet.
So they have no idea how I rated it. I have no idea how they rated it.
Yeah, we didn't discuss this beforehand, which is
get ready
the first time we've done this.
Get ready for some livid takes, I'm sure. Like, we're going to yell at each other.
Yeah, let's do this.
Who should...
Gloves are off. Let's go.
All right. So let's start it off with... Did you know that guy from True Blood did stuff besides True Blood?
What? Who?
The main character.
I never saw True Blood.
Oh, is this Ryan Quanten?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Okay. Well, first I want to point out this is written and directed by James Wan.
Yeah, no one's ever heard of him.
So
he's done nothing.
Yeah,
he's done nothing.
He only did The Conjuring. He did Saw.
Nope.
He did Insidious.
And Fast and Furious 7.
Oh, and don't forget his most famous work, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did Aquaman.
He discovered Jason Momoa.
He did.
Yeah, Ryan Quanten. He plays Jamie Ashen in the movie. I have no idea who he is.
He was in True Blood. He was.
Oh, okay.
You watched True Blood?
We've had this discussion. I was dating someone who was into it, and I would watch it with him. I watch it with her. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But I don't know.
And how were your feelings?
I saw Anna Paquin get naked, and this one guy kept on going, "Suki."
Suki.
Suki. That's all he could say. I was like, is he mentally ill? And she's like, no, he's the heartthrob. I'm like, he's 50. But he was the heartthrob, apparently.
Well, yeah. Women like
anyway,
older men.
He was like the dumb brother or whatever on True Blood. That's all he's been as far as I know.
He's the dumb brother in True Blood?
Yeah.
Interesting. He's the dumb brother in this movie.
Yeah, he ain't good, God. He's pretty much plays the same character.
I don't think dumb's really the word for it.
Okay, so I do want to say this.
I definitely have some feelings about him in this movie.
So the guy from True Blood, he was in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts off. I love the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is great. This is how you start off a horror movie.
Are you talking about the title sequence or like the whole intro?
The intro where you see a guy from True Blood and the wife that with them, and they're like they get the package.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the opening sequence when they're like
too.
Making the dummy,
that's
and which
too.
that's pretty
credits.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be upset you guys because I already know how you guys are leaning. I liked it.
You liked the movie?
I liked it a lot, actually.
Oh my god.
So, the guy from True Blood. So they get a package. Him and his wife get a package, and in the package is a dummy.
Yeah.
Named Billy.
Like right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
They're like, oh, hey, we're together, and then ding dong or whatever, knock. I don't know.
Ding knock.
I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dummy just like shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then they go, oh, this is cool. I'm going to keep this in my house. Yeah. Like, first off, if you ever get a dummy from someone you don't know, burn that shit. I would never keep it in my house, ever. Also, do you remember there was a time, apparently, where, like, you get packages and, like, you didn't know they were from people? Like, I know where all my packages are from now.
Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like Amazon. Amazon, like, our overlords are like, Amazon's like, I noticed you've been ordering a lot of porn. Would you like to order more? Click yes and we'll charge you. Like, yes.
Nowadays, if I get a package that it's not something I ordered, just throw it away.
Really. And it's a big package because it's a dummy.
Unless it's me sending it to Matt and it's the Scream series and he has to watch it.
Dummies are always creepy, as are dolls.
Right? So do you have a fear of dummies?
I'd say I'm more afraid of dolls / dummies than I am of serial killers, yes.
Oh, okay.
Or monsters under my bed, like you are. Matt calls me up at 3 a.m. asking me, like, oh, there's a monster under my bed.
I told him to come over to check underneath my bed.
It turns out it was just his cat.
Yeah.
Which is a monster.
No, you gotta be careful. I'm pretty sure I scarred my brother. I told you about the prank I pulled on once.
That's right.
I hid under his bed when he was a kid. Like, I was under there for half an hour. He had no idea I was under his bed. I started making
while he was in the room the whole time?
He was on top of the bed. Watching SpongeBob.
How old was he?
Like 10, 11?
This was last year.
I scarred the shit out of him.
So I was going to say, this is before he hit puberty.
Yeah.
That would have been weird.
So I was under the bed, and like he was watching SpongeBob or something. I feel like this is legitimately it's like one of my biggest regrets, but I mean, it's funny. I started like shaking the bed a little bit, like slowly, making like sounds. And he was like freaking out. someone there? And all of a sudden I start going violently into the bed, shaking. He starts screaming. He jumps off and starts crying. I feel really bad about that. It was funny at the time when you're like 16, but like now I feel like terrible.
You probably
it's still funny.
Yeah. I also did something similar with the closet. To this day, he will not have a closet door. I shit you not. You go in his room, the door, he takes off the closet door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I did something else. Anyway. Yeah, so dummies are always creepy. I mean, I don't care. To me, that's like, I don't know. You know what it is? The psychologists say it's because they look human, but they're not.
Mm.
So things that look human and are not are automatically creepy. That's like robots. Like, have you seen a robot that looks like more human than robot? Like they put like skin on it. Or
Yeah.
It's like talking all weird. And it gives you. They say it gives you a creep.
It is
creeped
creepy.
Out.
Like that one.
You know it's not human.
That female robot that they made. It's like,
about, yeah.
hello, my name's Anna, or whatever it is.
So that's why dummies and dolls are creepy.
And my first reaction was, can you fuck it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did want to mention this. So the husband goes and gets Chinese food or whatever, and she's left alone with the doll. But here's the real travesty of this all. Who the fuck wears flip-flops in the house? Who wears flip-flops? You either go barefoot.
I didn't even notice that.
It bugged me. I'm like, she's wearing flip-flops in her home. What's she doing? You either go barefoot or wear full-on shoes. Don't wear flip-flops like you're some type of hippie. Who does that in their own house? She deserves what's about to happen to her. God, flip-flops. So the part of the movie, so anyway, she goes into the room. She's gonna try to scare her husband because they're so in love.
Which I don't get this part. She puts the dummy on the bed and then throws a blanket over it. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna scare him.
Yeah, they try to freak him out.
That's
what do
it.
You mean? Like he's gonna walk in there. The idea was gonna walk in there thinking it was her, and he's gonna pull him and see it's a dummy.
No.
Yeah. You are already dour on this movie, and I do not like it, sir.
like Brad said, he didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But I do like what happened to her. That was pretty neat.
The whole movie's neat once you get down to it.
That's probably including
the Lester Wahlberg.
Yes.
So anyway, she puts the dummy away and she's gonna make tea or whatever, and then she hears the creepy pitter patter type thing, and like the music starts playing weird, like she's like, "What's going on?" And then it does the coolest thing in the movie. I love this. Dead silence.
Dead silence. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes
very
like deaf.
I did like that part.
It's very ominous.
I hated that.
Oh my god!
I hated that.
I really loved it.
She just goes like deaf for a minute.
Well, no.
So
the
much.
thing was, it's not all sound. It's just her surroundings.
Yeah.
Like you can hear like walking stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what was eerie about it. I think it's because it's not just complete silence. It's just you can't hear anything around you.
And then you wonder what's about to happen.
Nothing is making noise.
What happens is the dummy is alive. It throws like a sheet over her and like she screams, which there's a poem. They mentioned like there's a poem from their old town.
Oh, Mary Shaw had a doll.
Like to lick balls.
Yeah.
If you see her,
something gay.
When you cream, whatever you do not scream.
Yeah, something like that. I think that was verbatim.
The idea is you're not supposed to scream, and that's a big part of this movie.
Yes, if you scream, you get your tongue ripped out.
And guess
what?
Don't
scream when you see her.
By the way, your tongue's not your vocal cords.
You still can't talk right without it.
No, but you can still scream.
Well, I know that's not that's the issue you have.
Yep.
The fact that after they rip out their tongue, they're dead. So what does it matter?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna Google the poem.
So she gets her tongue ripped out because she starts screaming. She's on the sheet. Oh, the dummy's getting me! The tongue gets ripped out, and how creepy? You gotta admit that looks creepy. Like the bodies when the tongue has been ripped out.
No,
that was the point.
That was the best part of the whole movie.
And so then the best part of the whole movie is when Jason, or whatever his name is, Jason Momoa, he comes in.
Jason Momoa.
Oh,
Jamie.
The husband comes in. He goes and he's like, he notices like the tea's burning on the kettle, and he's like, "What's going on?" You know, he doesn't know what's going on yet, and then he hears his wife going, "I'm in the bedroom."
Oh yeah.
It's creepy knowing that she's dead. That you hear that.
I saw that coming a mile away.
So then he walks in and he slips into the blood and he goes, "What's going on?" Then he sees the sheet. And then he pulls the sheet off, and what does he see? His dummified wife. Dead, of course. You didn't like that? That was how you start a horror movie off. That was all the first,
that was good
minutes.
where her tongue got ripped out. Like, I like that.
That's just the whole tone of the movie.
Yeah.
The part of the movie I had the
Zach, I thought it was the best intro I've ever seen.
The part of the movie I had the most issue with is not the living dummy, but the fact that he's able to throw her across the room so easily. How's a dummy able to throw someone across the room? There's like
he didn't throw her; he dragged her.
No, like the very beginning, he's like, whoa! She goes flying across the room, and she's like bleeding off blood, and she's trying to crawl out.
True.
I don't know how he did it.
Well, you never actually see the dummy do any of this.
Yeah, I don't know the physics.
Magic. But I mentioned the dummy Lisa was creepy, so I gave it extra points for that. I mean, how she looked, like her mouth and her tongue was missing, and she looked like a dummy. That was good. Matt? Why did you hate the beginning? Why? Did you hate the movie so much?
I liked the fact that she got her tongue ripped out. Like, that was cool. Like, that's how everyone dies in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they all get their tongue ripped out, and
this serves another purpose. Once your tongue is ripped out, she can steal your voice.
Yeah. That was the only good thing about the movie.
Really? Let's get to the end. We haven't gotten to the end yet.
I did like the end.
Oh, the end.
Let's see. So the cop
he goes to jail.
Yeah, what does go to jail? He gets questioned
By
the Lesser Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg.
He dances in. He's like, I was a New Kids on the Block.
It makes sense that he's in this movie because he wasn't in Saw 2.
He was in Saw
2. Yeah, which is James Wan. Yeah, he was the main guy in Saw 2.
No, I think he was in Saw 1 too.
No. Maybe.
No.
He was a bit.
No, he definitely was not in
he's
the
in
first
Saw,
one.
He's in Saw 2. I'm
going to
look it up. I know I'm right. I'm always right.
I'm definitely
he was in Saw 2 and maybe 3 or 4. He was in 2 of them. Anyway.
2. He was in 2.
He wasn't in 1?
No. No one likes you, Matt. You're always wrong.
Everyone loves me.
He was in Saw 3 as well. He was one of the cops, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the main guy.
Yeah, he was a cop.
Remember his son was
I think he dies in the third one.
His son's the one who gets kidnapped in 2.
Oh, he's in Saw 5 too.
Yeah, I told you he's in a couple because he's in a flashback.
Yeah, I think he dies because they change cops by like a few.
He dies like in 2.
Oh.
But like they have flashbacks. That's why he's in the one.
The whole series is flashbacks.
I don't know if you guys
you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But he was in a little band called New Kids on the Block.
Was he?
I just said that.
Oh, you did?
Did they sing a very catchy but annoying song?
Yeah, they played Mbop.
Oh, yeah. That was them. So Donnie Wahlberg.
Ah, fuck me. He wasn't in Saw.
I know he wasn't. I could have saved you time. Donnie Wahlberg.
He's like, I know you did it.
He was in Saw 4.
Didn't.
Yeah.
And Jamie, God, man, this guy was just such a great actor.
Donnie Wahlberg is just like, how about Donnie Wahlberg? Here he is. He's a cop. He's a gruff cop, stereotypical cop, and he's like, I got a shaver on me. Like 7 to 10 times in the movie, he just randomly pulls up, and he still has a stubble. What's the point of it?
I kind of liked that he always pulled out his little shaver.
I did too.
I thought it was pretty unique feature of the cop.
Yeah, I put it somewhere where I said I'm pretty sure Wahlberg's character is meant to be. I put it somewhere in my notes. Wahlberg's character is meant to be like a stereotypical person. Like it's all like you're not supposed to take him seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Wahlberg's character.
Oh, he's my favorite character in the whole movie.
Yeah, I like Wahlberg. I mean,
I was gonna say that too.
I'm not so much a fan of Mark.
Marky Mark?
Yeah, I don't like him. The best Wahlberg everyone knows is Donnie. Just like the best.
There's a Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Huh. Just like the best Baldwin is the guy that no one can remember his name, Porky Baldwin.
Oh, the guy in
Biodome.
Yeah.
No, that's Stephen Baldwin.
Porky Baldwin.
You're talking about the guy that was in King of the Ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Porky Baldwin.
Porky Baldwin.
Anyway. So yeah, he's questioned by the police because obviously in a police investigation, when a wife dies, it's always the husband who did it 100% of the time.
And he's let go almost immediately.
Well, yeah, because they can't charge him.
I didn't do it. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Right.
Did you not watch this movie?
No.
He's like, I'm gonna do the job for your lawyer for you.
Oh, that's
he's
right.
He's gonna want like evidence.
Yeah.
He's like, are you arresting me? He's like, no, not yet, because he can't have anything to charge him on. And then they don't show it, but he tells him not to leave town. Because remember, he gets pissed off when he does leave town. He's like, I thought I told you not to leave town.
Yeah. Well, good thing that right after this happened, he left.
He left town immediately. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Well, he tears up the case that the dummy came in.
Yeah, he finds
out where it came from.
It came from his hometown.
And then he goes to
just
there.
so happens to be from his hometown.
Which has a history of hatred.
Yeah.
Dummy racists.
I love this scene because when he gets to his house and
Hottie McHotterson?
Amber Valletta answers the door and she's like, I looked at the actress.
Wow.
And she's like, I'm your stepmom. And I'm like, ooh, if the internet's taught me anything, I know what's going to happen next.
But it doesn't. Because the movie's terrible.
Oh my God.
Like, they're like the same age. She's like, I'm your stepmom. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, I think we had the same class together back in high school.
So he goes to visit his Faja.
Who's apparently an abusive father, wasn't there for him.
Yeah,
by the way, are we not going to mention it's played by Bob Gutton?
Yeah, I guess we should
who
mention that.
is most famously known for being in Ace Ventura as Burton Quinn.
And also,
right? Everyone knows
Shawshank
that.
Redemption.
Everyone, what? I don't know what that is, but he was in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Here's what I said about this. I said, holy shit, he drove to Dayton. When he drove to that town, because everything was closed and like people were like crack addicts in the streets because the town had seen better days.
Oh, so yeah, that's Springfield right there.
I said, stepmom is hot. I hope she isn't a puppet pulling someone's strings. And I said, father is hot. I hope his strings aren't being pulled.
Saw that one coming a mile away too as soon as you saw him.
I did the first time.
Should I spoil it?
No, wait. I didn't the first time. But I've seen this movie before, so I knew it watching it this time.
Oh, I saw it.
You had seen this before?
Years ago.
Okay.
Like back in high school.
I never saw it, but I already knew it.
Still,
I've seen him.
I'm just saying it was an interesting thing, dude.
But we'll save it till the end.
So he goes to the hotel. His dad's like, I've changed, man. I've had the stroke. I cannot leave this wheelchair. Blah blah blah. And then he's like, "Fuck you, Dad." And even the dad's like trying to help him out.
You were never there for me.
He cries.
That's how he acts the whole movie too. He's just like, I'm gonna go do this by myself.
He's like runs away screaming like Kermit the Frog.
He's told his stepmom, "You're just gonna be painted out like the rest of them."
No, my knob needs a clobbering. Wait.
What I thought was hilarious is right after this he goes to the hotel.
Yeah.
And
motel.
The motel. Oh. He had a prostitute with him.
Named Billy.
Yeah. But when I was watching this and you hear Billy talk, he's like next to him watching him sleep.
That's what we all do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear him say his name, he's like, Jamie, or something like that. And I immediately thought, it's Conky. Like from Trailer Park Boys. I was like, Dirty Dancer.
So he goes and Barry's because he was told by the crazy woman, which you always listen to.
Crazy Marion?
Crazy Marion. She's like, Marion, you gotta marry with the woman, Mary Shaw.
I take it back. She was my favorite character. Her and her husband.
I love
Damn it, Marion, where did you go?
Her husband was
you
so
mentally
terrible.
retarded Marion. In memoriam.
She's like Carl in season 2 of Walking Dead. Like,
Carl.
Marion, stay put. Marion runs off. She's gonna go hide in her crawl space.
No, so Marion tells him she needs to bury Billy next to Mary Shaw.
Mm.
So he does that.
Oh, Billy.
Hey, you got an extra one of those?
Yeah, you want one?
Sure.
Marion tells him to bury the puppet. She's a crazy woman. So what does he do? He listens to the crazy woman and buries the puppet.
Yeah.
Marion.
And then the thing happens again.
The masturbation?
Yes.
Because he's in the shower.
What?
You don't remember the sexy shower scene he's in?
No.
Sexy shower scene?
Like water slowly dripping down. He steps out and Mark Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg is there in a towel waiting for him with the dummy he dug up.
Oh, that's right. You see
that's
suds
right, yeah.
go down his ass crack
It
and
was like very sexy.
see the dimple on his back. Like
Well,
right on
no.
his butt cheeks.
This is after he buries the dummy and it comes back?
Because Donnie Wahlberg followed him and he dug up the dummy. He's like,
I can't remember the events, the
Jesus
order
Christ.
of events.
And you say you don't like this movie? You have no
I watched
right.
it yesterday.
You have no rights.
Actually, I started watching it a couple of days ago, and then I got sleepy, and then I took a nap.
You have
Yeah.
no rights.
It's a good movie to fall asleep to.
Oh my god. He has no taste in movies. He gave 1408 Oscar worthy, and you give a true horror movie that has a good story, a good backstory, a good plot, good creepy factor, all that, and you don't like it?
Oh my god, I can't wait to give you my rating.
Yeah, but when he goes to bury the doll, though, the whole dead silence thing happens again, which was really cool.
Yeah, that happens several times. Usually it means shit's about to go down.
Yeah, too predictable.
But okay, this really bothered me. So Donnie Wahlberg shows up. He takes his doll. He's like, "This is evidence," and he takes it to the motel room right next door.
Yeah, he's like, "I'll be seeing you later, neighbor."
Yeah. And the next morning, Donnie Wahlberg leaves, and the guy just goes into his room. Like
Donnie Wahlberg's not a good cop.
He just like left it unlocked and
he's
wanders in and takes it all.
Yeah, but he goes to the graveyard because he realizes that there's like 100 fucking graves, and they're all full of dolls. They're supposed to be full of dolls. So he's gonna see what's going on. Yeah,
because Mary Shaw wanted to be buried with her dolls.
So
that's when they tell the Mary Shaw story, isn't it?
Yeah, well, soonish, because he's like.
Again, I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah, because he talks with Henry, who's like the mortician guy or whatever.
Oh, well,
I actually do want to say something about when the cop was in the room with the doll.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he does all that shaving and all that?
Yeah, because he pulls out shaver nonstop.
All the fucking time.
Yeah.
And then he talks to the doll. He's like, "So how do you get such smooth skin?" And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, but I don't think I'll ever do that." You remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he replied to him or something.
Yeah, I think he's just being cheeky or funny.
Yeah, he is, but
Donnie
I thought it was pretty cool because I thought he was gonna,
get killed by the doll.
Get killed in a unique way.
Donnie Wahlberg's a hero. He doesn't go down like that. So yeah, he goes to see Henry, the mortician dude, and Henry's all like, "Marion, what are you doing in the crawl space?" And Marion's like, "She'll never find me down here." Because she's all saying,
"That's the first place he looked."
Yeah.
Oh, no, she won't find me. It was,
talking about Mary Shaw.
Yeah.
Because Mary Shaw's like the big thing. And so what happens is Derpy McDurperson, I don't know his name, Jason Momoa.
Ryan
Jamie goes to this theater and like does some like research and all that.
The theater.
He realizes
after finding out the history behind it.
Well, no,
and it all started at this theater.
So we should probably talk about that because Henry really goes, one of my favorite scenes
this is like the whole story right here where the plot comes together.
He gets sick and tired, so he goes to Henry. He brings the doll he stole from Marky Mark Wahlberg or Donnie Don.
Donnie Don.
He's like, "You know what this is. What the fuck is going on?" And so finally he relents and tells him the story of Mary Shaw. He talked about how like she was a puppeteer, I guess they call them ventriloquists, and like
they say the word at the beginning of the movie. They like break down the word.
Oh, that's right, like Latin and all that.
Yeah.
It's like belly and voice or something like that.
So like it goes to the 1940s, and like she's doing an act at this theater that was just built, and Henry, the mortician, was a young boy, and like he's watching the show, and she's like a ventriloquist doing her thing, and people are enthralled until this other little boy goes, "I can see your lips moving."
Yeah, he's a little shit.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
And he goes, "He's just a dummy." And then Billy doesn't get very happy with that. That's what I never understood.
I do love that scene right there.
Billy's like, "I'm not a dummy." She's like, "Billy, no, we got no." They're talking at the same time, and like they're like, "Oh,
they're like arguing with each other,
like
and then everyone's like, "Oh, that's impressive."
Yeah. He looks at him like, "Who's the dummy?" Was it "Who's the dummy?" or
Oh yeah, like who's the dummy now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he looks right at him, and then not long after that little boy the heckler goes missing.
Mm.
They figure it was Mary, and the town basically kills Mary, or at least she dies soon after. They don't like implicitly say
But also the little boy that heckled her turned out to be.
That's later, but yeah.
Oh, you don't find out till later?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, he tells a story, and then he goes, "Mary died, and it was like in her will to be buried with her dolls." But the story I liked when he's telling us as a little boy, he goes and sees she had one other peculiar request. You remember what it was?
To be transformed into a doll.
Oh, yeah.
Transformed into a doll.
Yeah.
And he goes in there and he knocks like the casket over, and she falls out all like puppet looking. It was creepy as shit. And then like he looks away, he opens her eyes, and she's standing there like all puppet-like.
Like marionette. Like
Yeah.
She's like Justin Timberlake.
And so that didn't scar him because he definitely
Did you
didn't
ever see
become
that
a
video?
mortician.
Yeah, in sync.
Who's in sync?
I'm in sync, baby.
We're all in sync.
Oh, that's the band Donnie Wahlberg was in.
Oh, Danny or Donnie?
There's a Danny too?
Danny
Oh, man.
Bonucci. So anyway, he tells the story. I love the backstory. I'm really not doing it justice.
No.
I mean, there's really no justice to give this
Agreed.
movie.
Oh my god.
There's not really much after that
hate,
though.
Why
Like
do you hate this movie so much? Yeah, so I put Donnie Wahlberg likes to shave, but not shave a lot. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. He goes to the warehouse and he sees like this thing to make the perfect doll or whatever. He's like, "What's all this?" Talking about the theater, it's abandoned. And he goes back to confront his dad. His dad finally admits that the heckler was his great uncle.
yeah.
And that ever since then, everyone in their family
The whole
has been
family's
killed.
cursed.
Yeah, they've been killed and like been made to look like puppets. Even like remember those pictures were creepy. Remember Henry showing him the pictures of all the dead people like looking like puppets and family portraits and stuff.
Yeah, they were hilarious.
So he goes, the real reason I was a dickhole to you was because I wanted you to go and not be cursed. I now realize that didn't matter when your wife died. So he's like, well, fuck, shit, damn, fuck.
He did say those exact
Just
words.
in that order.
You're really good at quoting this movie.
I know, fuck, shit, damn, fuck, shit. Damn,
I
fuck.
just spit everywhere.
Ugh.
And at some point he goes back and talks to Crazy Marion, and she's like, I can talk to the doll.
Yeah.
Doll talks to me.
Mm,
That was it.
that was it.
I should point out that we're not talking about the 1997 Dead Silence.
Just in case it wasn't.
Just in case y'all didn't know, the action version.
1997?
1997.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Start talking about that one right now.
Yeah.
All right. It stars Mel Gibson. That's
that-
not Mel Gibson. Kind of looked like him in the picture.
Mel Gibson.
I don't know any of those people. Oh, James Garner.
Good for him.
Yeah, James Conner.
So I'm just going to skip ahead through all this. I really don't want to spoil too much because I think it's a movie that you really have to watch for yourself. Don't listen to Matt.
By the way, the
Matt
doll-
knows nothing.
The doll kind of looks like Nick Kroll in some scenes.
No.
I don't know why. It kind of reminded me of Nick Kroll.
He looks like the dummy from Goosebumps.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Who looks like Nick Kroll?
You look like Nick Kroll.
Oh, what about the old man? The old man ends up like looking for Marion in the crawl space again. He's like, "Damn it, Marion!"
And he screams and his tongue gets taken out.
Yeah, and then he gets killed. And then
Didn't see that one
and
coming.
then they end up back at the Donnie chases the guy back to the theater. And I do want to point something out. Did you guys notice the Easter egg?
Which one?
Okay. So we've talked about James Wano's previous movies, right?
Uh-huh.
So when they show the doll wall,
Uh-huh.
you got the 100 dolls, and there's this like wide shot, and it shows the two guys walking toward the one doll that's rocking.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the screen, like kind of in the foreground, you see a jigsaw doll. Yeah, I freaked out a little bit. Like it was kind of brief.
Yeah.
And I had to rewind it. I was like, "Oh my god, was that Jigsaw?" I was freaking
Well,
out.
I thought
everyone came to look.
I thought the clown doll itself
The dogs.
was
Actually,
kind of like
isn't
Jigsaw.
the
clone.
doll and Jigsaw? It's not called Jigsaw doll. Isn't his name like Billy? Ironically,
Is it?
the doll and Jigsaw's named Billy.
Oh, could be.
Google. So I mean, if only we had a Google machine to Google the name of the doll and Jigsaw.
Jigsaw doll.
Let me type it up on my laptop.
Okay,
Beep, beep,
go,
beep,
go.
beep, beep.
Okay, we're doing.
It is Billy.
I told you.
You're right.
One of us,
Every
one
time
of
I
us
type
is
something-
a horror movie fan. The other one doesn't like good horror movies and loves Jordan Peele and loves like gay anal sex. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, what's wrong with gay?
You're
sex?
absolutely right.
All right.
Why is it every time I start typing something into Google, it just
Finishes
it
up
automatically
gay
shows
sex.
up nude?
Saw doll, naked.
Keyword stepmom.
This is one of-
Jamie's stepmom.
Hell yeah. I kind of want to skip over the ending because I feel like the ending is something you need to.
Well, Donnie Wahlberg dies.
Okay, I guess we're not skipping over the.
Oh, by the
Guess
way,
how he
by the way,
dies.
the one scene where Donnie's chasing him into the theater, and Jamie hands him his lantern.
Yeah.
He's like, hold this. And he's already holding a shotgun. He's like, I guess I'll just hold everything for you, little bitch.
Yeah.
And he like walks to this wall and he just looks at him dramatically. He's like, don't scream. And then he like disappears in a wall. Well, it turns out like the wall was like separated and there was like a passageway. And like he just walked into a dark hallway and left his lantern. Like, what was the point of all of that?
Well, then Donnie Wahlberg's like, here you are, you little shit. First off, you're following me.
Well,
You the lantern.
Yeah, he goes after him and he's just like right there on the other side, like around the side of the wall. He's like, what was the whole point of that? He was just being shitty. And
so it turns out the
his acting was
dolls.
terrible.
It turns out the dolls are all possessed by
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw. So it's like 100 dolls, and they're all possessed by her. And she wants revenge. And one of the creepy things you see is they uncover this thing, and this is where you see the missing kid. She turned the missing kid into a doll, marionette.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
little ginger fuck.
Yeah. So it turns out
That was his name.
The little ginger
Little
fuck.
ginger fuck.
Little ginger fuck
I checked
heckler.
I checked the credits.
That was cool looking though.
Yeah.
I love like
I'm
he's
saying.
all dead. But what I didn't understand, he's been dead for like 70 years. He's not completely decomposed.
That's because again, she's trying to make him into a doll.
Yeah.
You're gonna take some precautions to make sure.
All right.
So anyway, they go through all this thing, and
Are we gonna say the actual ending?
yeah, might as well.
We're gonna spoil it.
Spoilers.
Either way, Matt's gonna
We
say
spoil
it.
it anyway. We
Matt's
spoil
like,
every
I
movie.
called it from the
Yeah.
beginning. Turns out the stepmom
I did. I saw it a mile away.
The-
As soon as I saw the
stepmom
dad.
is Mary Shaw.
The
Yeah.
stepmom's a perfect doll that Mary Shaw can inhabit. Remember he?
Oh, she is a doll.
Yeah, because he found the perfect doll thing. And he's like going through all the stuff, and then it
was
flips
her
over and you see her face.
Yeah.
And then it goes and shows like she's been controlling the dad the entire time because she turned the dad.
Yeah,
into
he
a
was
doll.
dead the whole time.
He was
I
dead
thought
the
that was
entire
I
cool.
kind of like the scene with the hollowed out body with the stick.
Yeah.
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean I like the visual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
At
pretty.
first, like when he slouches over, I thought it was his spine showing. I'm like, oh, brutal.
Yeah.
But then it like shows like it's the inside of his body with the stick
Yeah, I
that
mean
she
it's
holds.
pretty cool.
So let's go ahead and rate it. I know how you guys are gonna rate it, so I'll go first.
Yes.
So they can hear the true score. All right. Again, it's out of 100. Each rating is out of 20. There's 5 categories, 100 points. The story, scare factor. I gave this an 18 out of 20.
Oh, wow.
God.
Creepy and big on the not showing everything. I really enjoyed the mystery and backstory. While at times it could be slow, it helped world build. And as we know, James Wan is big on world building.
Mm-hmm.
See, Conjuring. Characterization, 14 out of 20.
Damn.
Main character was bland but not offensive. Wahlberg was cliched as hell, but I have a feeling that was on purpose. While a dummy / Mary as the killer is interesting, it is hard to show characterization until the reveals. Wahlberg's character grew on me over time, even though he plays the same person in every movie. Overall, this is one of the weakest points of the movie, but in no way does that mean it was bad. Characterizations was just average. Nothing spectacular. The main character was It wasn't like bad. It was just like, he was like wallpaper. I don't know. He was just there.
Mm.
Violence and gore. I gave it an 18 out of 20. The kills are far and few in between, but they are fairly gruesome. The unique way of turning the corpses into dolls was very interesting and disturbing. For that, I gave the violence and gore a very high score because of it's not like blood going everywhere, but like the way they show the mutilated bodies, that's just disturbing.
Mm.
Special effects. I gave it an 18 out of 20.
Wow.
Very well done. I have no complaints. The deaths were gruesome and very elaborately staged. While not overly gory, the movie does a great job with the material given to him. The beginning scene where she gets her tongue ripped out, how she looks like all rigid. What else we got? We got the Henry and when he was a kid, and we see Mary, and then we see the puppetized version of the missing kid, how he looks. I thought that was very visually interesting.
Oh, the scene when she picks up the clown doll.
Yeah,
And puts her tongue through it.
It's her tongue going through the mouth and all that. There's a lot of good visual effects. The dolls looked interesting. The old creepy theater looked kind of cool. The notes that he found was interesting.
I think the theater was my favorite part when it comes to the movie visually. The
Yeah.
theater, and then like the doll wall.
Yeah.
All of them like stacked up with each other.
The elaborate notes he found, the story. I like the 1940s story. It kind of I don't know. I just liked it. I thought it was good. So I gave the special effects a high score because I mean it was well done. It wasn't cheesy. It wasn't like over the top gore, but that's not what they were going for. They were going for a realistic looking kill when your tongue is taken out. So the X Factor uniqueness of the movie, I gave an 18 out of 20. Yes, this is yet another horror film about killer dolls. However, the background of the story was very unique, as were the manner of deaths, taking out the tongue. The sound was very well done, and I loved how it would go completely quiet just before the kill. The ability for the supernatural force to steal and throw their voices and mimic loved ones was very interesting. The movie really wanted to have a good story on top of the creepy scare factor. The ending was unique and a really interesting twist, even though it was a little far-fetched. I really enjoyed this movie, and it's definitely in my top 50 best horror films.
Oh, wow.
Here are my final notes before I get to my final score. I have to say, I really enjoyed this movie. It had everything going for it. A good story, creepy, great visuals, interesting killer, and it didn't overstay its welcome. The ending really gave me a classic slasher vibes with the reveal and the creepy music we found out at the very end. And it goes to like the plans and goes to, the doll and all that. If I have one small gripe, it is that they never fully explained how Mary was able to possess her dolls. Is she a ghost, and how or why is she a ghost? Why aren't there more people in the world that can possess dolls if all you gotta do is be a bitch and get killed? I will stop gushing over this movie and just end it here by saying, if you haven't seen this movie, you should do so immediately. This movie is a beacon to many of the more bland horror movies from the 2000s.
Okay.
Final score, 86 out of 100.
Damn!
It's a good movie. Well written, tightly written. Characters with a weak point, but everything else was on par with a horror movie should be.
Okay.
Matt, let's hear your wrong score.
All right. Here's the right score. Story scare factor.
Get out of my way, boner.
You want to see it before I read it out?
All right, let's see it.
Oh,
I give it a 1 out
wow.
of 20.
Why?
It was too goddamn predictable. It was very just...
All horror movies are predictable to some extent.
this one's just...
1408 was predictable.
Well, 1408 had a lot of
You give
different...
it a 1 out of 10 because of predictability?
1 out of 20.
1 out of 20 because of predictability? I feel like that's
I mean,
way too low. Because the story, you don't even talk about the background of the doll and the town and the whole killing of the kid and why Mary does what she does and being buried in the... What other movie's done that?
With the doll?
No, it's the doll is its own genre. We've talked about that. But
Yeah.
the doll wasn't the villain. The ventriloquist was the villain, which is very rare.
Yeah.
What other movie has done it?
Where the ventriloquist is the villain?
Yeah, the ventriloquist is doing it the entire time, not the dolls that
can't
come
really...
to life. But it's 1 out of 10, 20 because it's so predictable. And
Yeah,
funny.
very
All right.
predictable. Characterization, I gave it a 2 out of 20.
Why?
I like Donnie Wahlberg. The main character, shit. He did not, I mean, there was no emotion to the guy.
I agree.
There was none whatsoever. Oh, my wife's dead. I'm going to go drive to buttfuck nowhere just so having where my dad is. And
well, they talked about buttfuck nowhere before he drove there. They said that's
just so happens where Mary Shaw lives.
He's like the male Kristen Stewart, but
because
he tries a little bit and just fails.
Well, remember his wife even said, remember that old nursery rhyme when we were kids growing up in our town? It wasn't like it was out of nowhere. They both grew up in that town about Mary Shaw and the puppets. She even brought it up in the very beginning. God, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Violent score, another 2 out of 20.
What?
There was no violence other than just getting tongues ripped out of their mouth.
So stabbing is the only way violence can occur?
That's the violence I like.
Okay.
Or unique kills.
So you're saying mutilated corpses aren't violent?
Oh, actually, I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, unique kills. It was just tongues ripped out of the mouth.
That's the only way everyone died in there. It wasn't like different sorts of
Yeah.
creative ways. It was just like the one way that they die.
Well, yeah, that wasn't the whole point of the way they die. It's what they did with the body afterwards that was unique and creative.
Okay.
The death itself was meant to be bland. The turning into a dummy and posing is what's creepy.
Special effects. I gave a 4 out of 20.
For what purpose?
I liked all the scenery. I thought it was pretty cool, like the abandoned theater and all that. I do like the tongue. I mean, I did like the beginning where the tongue was ripped out. I'm like, oh, that's really cool how it looks. And I like the Mary Shaw trying to be transformed into a dummy.
But a 4 out of 20.
4 out of 20. Yeah. X Factor uniques of the movie, 1 out of 20.
Jesus Christ.
Overall, 10 out of 100.
Really?
Yep.
You could not be
I did not like this movie.
wrong. You could not be more wrong. You gave 1408 the score you did.
I gave 1408,
It was like a 60-something out of 100.
I think it was.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, 1408 was pretty.
It wasn't.
Pretty unique.
It wasn't unique. It was unique at first, but then it nosedived. At least this consistency in this movie was consistent. They had a good background. They had a good story. Just because the main actor can't act worth shit doesn't mean it should ruin the entire thing.
Well, I mean, that was the character, you know.
I mean,
he wasn't the main character.
Yeah.
I argue the main character was Mary Shaw.
Yeah, at least the consistency of the storyline was linear in this one.
Yeah.
Where in 1408 it was just like it kept jumping around.
Yeah, it was just jarring. It wasn't like creative. It was jarring. I liked the world building. I thought it was interesting. I was actually interested in the city. I was interested in Mary Shaw, why she's doing what she's doing. I was interested in how the dolls looked. Why are these dolls alive? Is she possessing them? I was very curious about it. God, Matt, you could not be wrong. You gave this a 10 out of 100. Like your
10 out of 100.
Ever.
Who keeps doing that?
Playing footsie
Is that
with
you?
Playing footsie with you?
Damn. He's over here. He's like tapping my shin. He's like, hey. Like,
raise the score.
I'm so upset.
ran his foot up my thigh.
10 out of 100.
10 out of 100.
I'm really starting to question your judgment.
It was bad.
All right.
It wasn't bad.
It was bad.
You ready for my wrong
I
opinion?
don't really care. That's the end of the episode, everyone.
All right. So story scare factor, I gave it a 10.
Why? You guys are just saying numbers without giving explanations.
I thought it was average.
I get that. That's not an explanation.
I mean,
That's
I really
all. That's
I
don't
really
know. I
couldn't
don't really
break
have an
down this
I'm
movie.
sorry.
How is it average?
I can't break it down like you
How
can.
is it
I'm not
average?
good with words.
How is it average?
It just okay. I didn't find it too scary.
No, you don't find anything too scary. You're numb. I don't find anything scary.
I think when it
You
comes
gotta
to
look
like
at it different eyes.
when it comes to possession movies, though, I'm very very critical.
Okay.
So it's like it takes more to
Well, I should mention.
pique my interest. You know,
I should mention before I gave my score. I do like James Wan movies.
Okay.
I do like Insidious.
I think some James Bond movies.
James Bond movies.
Like who doesn't?
I like Insidious. I like Conjuring. I like Saw.
See, The Conjuring, I thought was a great possession movie.
Yeah. Well, this is just as good of a possession movie. Holy crap! How can you not see this as like James Wan writing The Conjuring before The Conjuring was a thing?
I think I might have liked Annabelle better than this one.
I never saw Annabelle.
You guys have. Oh my god! You just blew me away with you.
I see what you're saying though. As far as the ventriloquist herself being the villain and not the doll.
Yeah.
The doll's just the
powers.
the-
I mean,
the-
it was. I mean, I just saw it coming out of left field. Like it was just.
It doesn't matter.
Boom,
When I see
ventriloquist was possessing the
Jason
dolls.
killing people, I'm like, yeah, it's Jason. I'm not surprised when I take off the mask and his gross, disformed, drowned face shows up. Like, oh, I'm like, oh shit, that's Jason. Just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's bad.
All right, I gave the characterization a 5.
Just because of the main character,
No, I thought they were all bland.
even Donnie.
No, I like Donnie's character, but I mean, he was still kind of bland. He was just I was gonna say mediocre. He's not even a mediocre cop. He's just a kind of a.
You guys are focusing on the wrong.
I don't know why
stuff
he's doing
in
a
this
murder
movie.
case.
I
He's-
feel like you're missing it.
He's a bumbling cop. Like
Yeah,
he
true.
messes up a lot, and he's
You guys
just.
are focusing on the character. The real character you should be focusing on is not the main character. I'm telling you, it's Mary Shaw in the town. That's the real character. There's not a lot of characters in this movie.
No,
That's the point. Like,
but
it's the town.
there's only one scene where they actually have the town.
The whole theater is the big part of the town I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that
The
was
theater
one
was a
scene.
giant character. There's two
That was-
scenes out of 4. Because there's only 4 real set pieces. There's the beginning, There's his dad's place. There's a mortuary, and then there's a theater. Where else is there in this movie?
Not really.
That's what I'm saying. 3 out of the 4 pieces are something to do with the town.
The graveyard.
Oh yeah, the graveyard.
Yeah, that's not really a scene though.
I feel like that's
seconds.
Well, I mean, that's where the bitch is buried and
Yeah.
all her dolls.
Violence and Gore, I gave it a 10. It was average.
You have different ideas. Like, I don't have to like blood spraying everywhere. I
No.
either.
I mean, yeah, the bodies, what they do to the bodies. I don't know. I
Rip
thought it
your
was
tongue out of your mouth
average.
and we'll see how violent that is.
I don't have an elaborate discussion or like take on it. I thought it was average. The special effects, I thought it was average. I gave it another 10.
We're talking to people who like Get Out. What should I expect?
Dude, the special effects were all CGI with the tongue ripped out and everything. So I was like, average. There wasn't many practical effects.
The practical effects as the after thing. You're focusing too much on the violent
Yes,
act
no,
itself
I
and
like
not the aftermath.
Oh no, even the aftermath, like when they showed his girlfriend at the beginning, it looks CGI'd. I mean, it would have been way better if they were practical effects. I would
Pretty
have
sure it
looked
wasn't
better.
CGI. When you
It
see
looked like it to me.
pretty sure it wasn't. It was definitely makeup.
I'm gonna call it James Wan and ask him.
Ask him.
The X Factor uniqueness of the movie, I gave it a 12. For a total of 47 out of 100. I thought it was average. I think it's worth a watch. This is the second time I've watched this movie.
I really don't think you guys know anything about movies. What do you give Get Out? Get Out. Give me a score for Get Out. Out of 100. Don't give me the categories.
I don't want to give you a score for Get Out. No matter what I say, you're going to shit on it.
Because you're wrong.
I'll give it a 2.
Debate me about it. You're wrong.
I would give it a 2. You're like, that's too high.
You guys give like
Negative
shit
10.
movies good ratings, and I give shit movies shit ratings. What's going on here? What world? This is not. I'm not saying this is like the best film ever, but I'm saying it's a hidden, underrated gem.
I'll agree with you there.
I gave it an 80.
I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's.
Why don't you think it's that good? You don't like defending it though.
I don't know. I just thought it was average. I don't even know how to describe it. Better movie than this that I thought nobody knows about is As Above, So Below. We were actually talking about that last night. I thought that was a decent movie. I thought it was better than this one. Had a better story.
Yeah, it's a better movie. I mean, not better than this one. I'd say it's equal to this one.
I thought it had a way better story than this movie did.
I don't know about that.
It's average. It's me. It's average. I got nothing else to say. It was average.
I'm really upset at you.
Can I say average again?
Average. It was average.
Boner, what do you think?
You guys are so wrong. In fact, this might be the first episode.
Wrong.
You guys are so
God.
wrong.
I give it a out of
Damn it, Boner, you're so drunk.
If you enjoy the Conjuring movies and you enjoy like if you
The
like,
Conjuring was better.
If you enjoy Conjuring, you won't
obviously,
like
but
this.
this is like a precursor to the Conjuring.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. This is my top 50, top 100 horror movies. Like I would recommend this movie to anyone. Give it a watch.
I'd recommend it to
The
watch.
story is why you watch it. There's creep factor, all that. The story is interesting throughout. The acting is not why you watch this. The main character sucks dick. There's a reason why he's on True Blood. His one role is basically to be the dumb idiot on True Blood that has sex with every girl. Like his job is so we can see naked women on that show. He's a hero.
Well,
So
what do the viewers think of this movie?
that's what I'm gonna say. When I post this, I'm gonna have a poll with this. If you've not seen Dead Silence, watch it and rate it. Tell us who do you think is the most right.
Yeah.
I give it a above average, low. I give it good, not amazing or great, but good. An 8 out of 10. To B. To BJ, that's the holy grail of scores. BJ can only hope to get a B. I give it an 86.
I give it a 10.
86 might be a little high. I'm going to change mine to 80. An 80.
I stick with 47.
Well,
I
yeah,
stick with my 10.
you're both wrong.
All right. I'm entitled to my wrong opinion.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
We'll give you the idea. You could just throw around wrong opinions.
It's America.
Oh, it's not.
Where
Not down here.
Oh, that's right. Wait, no, we're not allowed to have opinions in America
No.
anymore.
God, I can't wait to rip you a new one with this cam. You're lucky. I know you guys don't believe. I'm censoring myself right now. This is censoring.
You are
myself.
holding back.
I think 1408's a masterpiece.
get the vein
Yeah.
going.
But a unique movie made in the 2000 aughts? Name another good movie made in the 2000 zeros.
Saw
So yeah, that's what I was about to say.
by James Wan.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like James Wan. Aquaman. Great horror movie.
Fantastic horror movie.
God, I can't believe how wrong you guys are in your opinions.
No, I can't believe how wrong you are. You wrong
You know,
person.
you know what the difference is? Audience members? I have evidence and things to back up my opinions. These jokers are just saying random numbers and smiling. No, it's a good movie. I think it's a good movie. Bradley says it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
So don't listen to him.
Again, second time I watched it, I was the one that recommended watching this movie.
That's true. And yet
So-
you shat all over it. So
Yeah,
Matt,
I think it's not worth a watch.
Matt, you're not worth a watch.
Oh God.
I'm very offended.
This podcast isn't worth a watch.
Oh, well, I'm upset with the
No
fact
one
that-
got this far anyway, so.
No. I'm upset that Matt likes Get Out and hates this. This is like,
I like Get Out.
I know you like Get Out. That's
Yeah.
the issue.
I don't think it's really considered a horror movie though.
No, it's not. It's not considered a good movie, really.
I think it's pretty good.
All right, Brad, you want to do your stupid thing that I don't care about anymore now that you guys have ruined everything?
We offended Zach.
All right. So we're gonna do a segment. I want to do segments related to the movies.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to try.
Wait, are we doing
I
this?
want to try
Yes.
something. All right.
Can we
Come
stop
here.
so I can prepare?
No.
All right.
Can
Get
I,
up.
can I lather
Get
myself up first?
Get up, dummy.
We're doing this dry.
Wait, I want to prepare.
Get up,
Nope.
dummy. So Brad and I are
I
going
don't
to
even know
do
what I'm doing.
Brad and I are
Oh.
doing our ventriloquist acts.
Come here, big boy. Oh yeah. What do you want for
Oh
Christmas?
my God, your life is so.
God.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Am I hurting you?
Way.
Am I hurting you?
You guys are both
Okay.
awful.
I got a bony ass. I'm sorry. All
Sit
right,
down.
get ready.
All right.
All
Here
right.
we go.
So,
Here we go.
Do I move my mouth now?
yeah. You got to move your mouth, but only when I'm talking.
He tickles you.
It's just gonna rub my back.
Okay, so, oh boy, I know I'm made of wood, but I didn't know you were until I sat down.
He's not moving his mouth. This is the worst puppet ever.
We could do it while we're
All
both drinking
right.
water.
Ready? Fool, what's that terrible smell? It smells like Ryan Quanten's acting in this movie. Oh boy, as soon as I saw Jamie's stepmom, I turned into a real boy. That's all I got.
That's all you got. That's your ventriloquist act.
All right, get off me.
My turn to have Matt sit on my phone flat. Oh my god, this is what it's like to sit here? My leg is much more comfortable.
All right, Zach's got the bigger
So
penis.
when I tickle your back, that's when you talk.
All right.
My name's Matt. I love this movie. This movie is the greatest movie in the world. Zach is always right. Brad's penis is super small. Insert Woody joke. Pun, 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 pun.
Damn it, man. Why do you gotta piss me off?
My name's Matt. I like to jerk it all the time.
Zach, I can't even see your lips move.
I know.
This is
Hold on.
amazing.
My name's Matt. I can do it while I'm drinking. Hold on.
Your lips are moving more
We
than
can do it while we're both
Matt's.
drinking.
Ready? Aye, aye. Ta-da!
Thank you. Thank you.
This has been ventriloquism by the Horrormongers.
God,
At its finest.
all that was so much better than watching Ryan Quanten act.
I get it. I never said he was a good actor. I said he was a sexy actor.
I don't know who the fuck he is, but I hate him. I hate him so much with his stupid acting and face.
He's exactly the same in this movie as he is in True Blood.
Really?
Seriously, yeah.
Ah,
Everyone
boy,
will watch True
makes me
Blood.
really want to watch True Blood.
You
Yeah.
should. Anna Paquin gets naked season 1. Then you can stop watching.
Well, that's what the internet's for. I can just look it up.
Try it, boy. And then you'll miss Bill Compton going, Suki. My favorite part of the show.
Isn't he white?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
Because he's like, Suki.
Soke.
It sounds like he's in an anime.
He has like a southern accent.
That's Southern?
That's my southern
Southern Japan?
Hoi, ata.
Suki.
Hoi. I'm the Pakuin. Soke.
Oh, he does Kung Fu fight.
Yeah, that's Bill Compton.
Suki.
I don't know his real name. No one knows his real name. It's Bill
Bill,
Compton.
Bill Compton?
That's who he is in the show.
Is that where he's from, or
Straight out
Compton.
Compton.
that's his name? Bill from Compton?
All right. So if you've gotten anything from this episode, is these two bozos.
Yeah, don't watch Dead Silence.
Oh my God! You literally just said it's the greatest movie ever.
Watch Dead Silence, but
You're not gonna like it.
don't give it a high rating like Zach.
My God. Okay, so I'm serious. I'm going to pull up a poll. I want you guys to, you bozos. If I call them bozos, I've been using that word a lot lately. If I call them bozos, maybe they'll actually do what we say.
I think we really offended you with this.
You really have.
I'm
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm
I
really
really
It's
hope
as
this
if you
doesn't
made
really.
the film.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is a masterpiece I created.
Well, maybe one of my pseudonames is James.
Well, I think this is interesting just because this is
Wow.
like the very first episode where we all had different opinions on it.
No, we've
Although Brad and I can't really back up as much as you did.
yeah, because you're wrong. Like if we use
I don't
you
have
guys
a- I don't
evidence
have
for
a way
anything-
with words.
You guys would let O.J.
Yeah.
Simpson get away. Wait a second. You would let that one mom who threw her kid out into the garbage and partied all night get away. Wait a second.
I'm surprised you're not going to say
You
R.
would
Kelly.
let
What
R.
about
Kelly
R. Kelly?
pee all over you. Your evidence would be it tastes okay. I give his piss a 6 out of 10.
It does
It
taste
tastes like OJ.
I hate you all.
But yeah, we can go to the polls.
Yeah, we're gonna post a poll. If you see this movie, rate it. We'll have a poll out. Like it's gonna be pretty much. It's gonna start at 8 and go up to 10. So you can rate it an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, or a 10 out of 10.
What about out of 100?
Fine, maybe out of 100, a 90 out of 100,
Or a 10 out of 100?
I'll post a poll. Votes. The top vote that I like the most gets a prize from me.
If it makes you feel better, when I was watching,
I'm buying these votes.
Vote high and you get a prize.
but when I've only gotten like maybe a total of like 8 hours of sleep in the last 2 nights, so I've been a little.
Okay, he's already.
Oh,
back.
now
He's already
now you're
backpedaling.
going to say.
He's already backpedaling.
Well, now he's going to change his opinion.
No,
All right.
I mean that's part of the reason I don't have like a backup to what I'm saying. I've just been so tired. I'm a sleepy.
I've been tired.
God,
I'm so sleepy.
So wrong. All right, guys.
I'm usually wrong.
Next episode, we're not 100% sure. We have 1 of 3. We really kind of want to shoot for, and I don't think it's going to happen. We want to shoot for an episode on Us because I've been slamming Jordan Peele.
I feel like we can
past
make it
Are we
happen.
just gonna like spoil the shit out of it? Since
I feel like we
it's a
should.
We'll
good
do
movie.
a lot of things. We'll do like a spoiler-free part, and then we'll do a spoiler section. Like we'll
Okay.
say the first part will be spoiler-free, and then we'll say, okay, now the spoiler.
Okay.
We'll do that. So both spoiler-free and spoilery. We'll try to shoot for that. We'll give it a rating. Hey, we're gonna be fresh-ish. And maybe this could be Jordan Peele's redemption. I doubt it, but it could be.
Yeah,
I'll
it
give him a
could
fair
be.
shake.
Can we do a segment of the remake
Of Get Out.
of this movie,
In the 1997 version?
but with Jamie and his stepmom? Yeah. I'm
Oh.
sorry. What were we saying?
Called My Friend's Hot Mom.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys want to do a
Well,
out thing-a-majig?
If we don't do Us, what are we going to do next? What are the other two?
The other two the potentials is Martyrs, since you guys really are hot on Martyrs.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is.
I
on
got
its
a letter
way
for Martyrs.
in the
The
mail.
French version. Are we going to do the French versus American?
Yeah,
Or
the
do
French version.
I mean,
The
we
French version is the one we tried so hard to get.
Yeah, and,
So,
and if that one doesn't pan out, we're going to do a Hills Have Eyes remake versus
Yeah,
original.
So let's do one of those 3.
Yeah.
Pretty excited.
I'm
I think-
really shooting for Us. I really think we should go see it.
I really think we should because I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a very similar situation where you guys are going to be like creaming your pants over it. I'm going to be sitting here like,
I should just quit my job so
Zach's
we
gonna
can
fall
go
asleep.
see that.
do it.
So
did.
I work nights.
Stop working nights. No one works nights.
Man,
What
that'd
are you
be-
off?
That'd be great.
This week.
Like 9.
That's probably
Every
right.
day.
No, I mean,
Every day.
what day are you off?
Oh.
What's your social security card number?
You want my credit card number too?
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll let you know afterwards.
All right, guys.
I don't
Unless they work.
I don't want the listeners to know when I'm off. Then people might hit me up, be like, "Let's hang out." I don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so popular.
Like, oh, Brad, want to hang out with that guy?
And if you got this far, thank you for listening.
Yeah, I'm going to post some more stuff about feedback for our episodes.
Yeah, we need feedback.
I know this episode was terrible because these guys definitely didn't know how to rate things, but
Brad was tired.
I've gotten
We're
like
all
I've
tired.
gotten like
didn't like
5
it.
hours of sleep in the last 4
I get
nights.
it. We're tired too. That's one of the reasons I really held back. I would have laid into you a lot
Calm
more. I am tired as well. I only got 7 hours of sleep.
Was that your nap today?
Yeah.
Man, I got like a whopping 13 hours of sleep last night.
Jesus, I think that's
Wow.
called depression.
It was fantastic.
All right.
I'm
This
hoping to do
is
that after
this is the most important monger saying. Keep on
Mongering!
I got nothing.
And I get the last word.